Y'all, so we are right here along some marsh, and I have my galvanized minnow trap. I baited up with some dry dog food, and this thing's only like 15 bucks. I mean, 3 dozen bull minnows costs about over $15 in the store these days. We're gonna try to catch our own overnight, so we have plenty of bait to go fishing the next couple days. So I've just tied some 30-pound monofilament here. Gonna drop it in this estuary, and we'll come back and check it before we go fishing. So real simple to do. Dry dog food, galvanized minnow trap. I picked it on Amazon, like I said, 15 bucks. Now I'm gonna tie this off and we'll come back and check it. We'll be back in a bit. Okay, so it's been a couple days since I've set this minnow trap out, and I plan on fishing tomorrow. Let's see what's hanging around in there. Oh, bunch of shrimp. Yo, that's actually pretty dang cool. There's no more dog food left, but there's some shrimp in there. Well, I didn't expect that. Usually I catch like 1 or 2 shrimp. I didn't expect to catch that many. I'm gonna have to set this out again before we go fish again tomorrow. That is awesome. I have my angle here. I'm just still kind of dumbfounded that there's that many shrimp in there. That is so cool. The one time I don't want shrimp, which I'll take it, but I kind of need some minnows. Mangrove snapper and redfish this time of year like the minnows. But that is awesome, y'all. So I need to go grab some more dog food, rebait this up, and then put these on my aerator inside. How cool is that? Check out that little shrimp. Oh, that water's like 90 something degrees. Let's see what kind they are. Okay, these are brown shrimp. Look at that one. That one's a nice one. Fresh, healthy brown shrimp eating the dog food. Super neat. I could cast net in here, but you can see those trees and all those limbs falling there. I've torn up my cast net, so I choose not to. So we're in the kayak now. I didn't get enough shrimp in my bait trap to actually come out and fish successfully, so I had to go pick up some more at the bait shop. But this is the rig I'm using. It's a simple popping cork setup. You see me use this very often. This is a 1/0 Gamakatsu circle hook. I have about 1.5 foot of 15-pound fluorocarbon leader. I've pinched on one of these small little split shot weights about 6 inches from the hook. And then this is my popping cork. Makes a real nice sound. It can draw in a strike in this kind of muddier water, and it allows that shrimp to stay suspended right in the bite zone. Now I am throwing this on a Shimano Stratic 2500 with 15-pound braid and a St. Croix Avid Inshore 7-foot medium power fast action spinning rod. Y'all, let's get on a live shrimp and try our luck right along this grass edge. It's right at the high tide change, so it's nice and deep along all this grass. Let's go cover some water and see if we can catch us some dinner. So I've got my little angle. This is a 7.5 quart angle with a small aerator. There's a live shrimp. I always like to hook these live shrimp where that horn meets the body. You kind of go in sideways without piercing all those internal guts, and they'll stay alive a fairly long time, and they also look really natural. So let's cast this sucker out and see what we can catch. I want it right along this grass edge. So decent cast there. Now with these popping corks, I let them sit for a little bit with live bait. Every now and then I'll give it just a little sharp pop. You can hear that, and that'll draw in a strike. With live bait though, let your live bait do most of the work for you. Every now and then you can go give it a pop. It's a very fun and exciting way of catching fish for all ages. Just something about watching that cork go down just like that and never knowing what's going to be on the end of the line. That's what makes it fun. So when that bobber goes down, just start reeling. If you're using a circle hook, and majority of the time you'll set the hook on the fish. Now that is a little croaker. That's actually an excellent bait. So I'm going to save that one and throw it in my bait tank as well with my shrimp, since I don't have that many shrimp. Big old trout or redfish will love that little croaker. I really love throwing in corners and pockets like this. Presents excellent ambush spots for bigger predator fish like your reds, flounder, trout, black drum, and the like. Oh, yes. Something took it into the grass. Something with a little bit of oomph. Oh yeah, first game fish of the day. A little redfish, a little rat red. He's a pretty little thing, but he's not gonna be a keeper. They have to be 16 inches minimum length here in Alabama. That's a pretty little joker. Let's get him back. Thank you for biting my hook, man. Let's get another bait. There we go. Now, since we're fishing in about 2.5 to 3 feet of water, give or take, that's why I'm throwing this about 1.5 to 2 feet leader. I like it suspended just off the bottom, but you don't want your bait sitting on the bottom if you're using a cork, because then most of the time you won't ever detect that bite and your bait will be gone by the time you even know it. There we go. See, just like that, hooked up again. It's coming in fairly easy, so I guess we'll find out what this is. Another little rat red. See, this grass is a nursery for redfish, which is awesome. But look how much darker he is. Much less golden. So cool. 2 different color of fish. Same species from same body of water. But there we go, buddy. Thank you. See if we can get another bite. Oh. There's another one. And something got scared right there. Another little rat red. 3 in a row. So cool. Same size. It's just awesome to see these size fish, because that means you have a healthy population of spawning fish out here. Tell another fish bulled right there. We're going to cast off this point, see what else we can get. Good thing about a kayak, and same thing for bank fishing, if you're quiet enough, you can really have close contact with these fish, like get up right next to the bank. If you're in a boat and the fish are finicky, you want to be real quiet, watch your step, close hatches quietly, and your trolling motor as quiet as possible. Now, if they're real hungry, a lot of times these fish don't care, but it's when they're not super hungry and they're cruising the bank during these hot summers, you really want to be stealthy. Oh yeah, there's another one. He's pretty feisty there. Same size. Maybe he might be like an ounce smaller. How pretty is that? Come on, we're looking for your big ones. Looking for your mama. There you go, ma'am. You know there's a big one sitting over here. Just got to get it in front of its face. Okay, see, now that's one that we probably want to keep. It actually pulled a little bit of drag at the hook set. Oh yeah, that's a keeper red. Real nice keeper redfish. Yeah, dude. That didn't take long at all. Gonna get you in the net. You try to jump out. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Heck yeah. Check that out. He's right there on the lower slot of the redfish. In my opinion, this is the best eating size right there, especially for black and redfish on the half shell over some nice pasta or rice. But y'all, he's gonna go in our cooler with ice, and we're gonna get another one out. But I just wanna show you where that circle hook is and how effective it is throwing these popping corks with shrimp around. Now, I do just wanna thank Mossy Oak for being a partner with the channel. Y'all can go check them out. I'm wearing their shorts, performance shirt. But just wanted to show you real quick. They integrated, which I had thought of this a long time ago, I should have acted upon it, but they integrated a lens cleaning cloth into their shirts. So if you're like me and you get water spots all over your cameras or your phone or glasses, I wear prescription glasses, that lens cleaning cloth has come in handy a lot more times than I thought it would have. So just wanted to show you all that. Y'all can use promo code Bama Saltwater, save you 20% off all Mossy Oak gear on the store linked below. Let's get another bait out. Let's see if we can turn this shrimp into another redfish again. What is that, another little rat red? It is. No, pretty croaker. That would be very good eating right there as well. That size croaker. Fry them whole after scaling them, but he's gonna go back. Croaker have very sharp gill plates, so you wanna watch out for them. But there you go, buddy. See my shrimp hopping on top of the water. That means something's chasing it. Yep. There it is. Something a little more oomph. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Come on, what are you, bud? Oh, redfish. So he's not a keeper, but he's a little bit larger than the ones I've been catching, aside from the slot I kept. So at least they're getting bigger. Caught a lot of reds though. That's why I like circle hooks. They come out real nice when you need them to. And he gets to swim away healthy and turn into hopefully a bull one day. Put on another bait. Like, it's literally every shrimp is a fish. That's what I love about doing this. Now, time of day doesn't quite matter when doing this. You want to pay attention to the tide and where it correlates to the time of day. So right now it's 11:13 and we have a very high tide. I didn't get out here at the crack of dawn because it would have been a little low. Fish would still be here, but I love when this grass gets flooded up. It allows more hunting ground for predator fish, and they can sit there and hide, and then also go look for blue crab, all the other bait fish that lives in the grass. I love a high tide fishing marsh grass, especially this time of year. That one was acting kind of funny. Acting really funny. Come on, show yourself, man. He didn't even take the bobber down. That's why I was acting funny. Yay. Little bitty southern stingray. I've been meaning to do a catch and cook for like 2 years now on these stingrays, and I haven't caught one that I've really wanted to kill yet. See, there's hardly any meat on this one, so there's no point to hurt him. But he wants to hurt me, I know that. So I'm gonna get these dehookers. They have a barb that you don't want to get poked by. All right, man. And there's his mouth and his gills, and he gone. That's why I was acting funny, because the bobber didn't quite go down. It was just kind of swimming to the side. And that's when you know you either have a flounder, a crab, or in that case, one of those southern stingrays. Still a pretty cool little critter. But like I've mentioned just before, every shrimp has been a fish practically so far. And it is blistering hot out. Yep, see? Immediately hooked up again. I mean immediate. Another little red, little baby red. Y'all, you know, I go out and do some of these drag screaming adventures and adrenaline rush stuff, but this is probably one of the funnest ways to fish and simplest ways to fish that you can. It doesn't require a lot of money. You don't have to have a kayak or a boat to get out and fish a popping cork and shrimp. You can catch your own bait if you have a cast net. You can throw lures under this thing, but a shrimp under a popping cork setup with a small little split shot, it's hard to go wrong with. And you're never too old or too young to not get excited when you see that bobber go underneath the surface, because you know there's something messing with the end of your bait, and it could possibly be the fish of a lifetime. You never know. Or it could be your next meal. That's why I love it. Oh, what are you, man? What are you? Pinfish, okay. Add to the variety and species list. Very abundant jokers. Let you go. There you go, man. There's something coming in fairly easy. Another redfish, y'all. It's more of a quantity over quality type of day, but I'll take that catching any type of day over not catching. So let him go. There you go. We're just gonna keep on fishing. Yes, that didn't take long. Oh man, no little croaker. See, croaker and redfish are actually related to each other. Speckled trout are as well. Whiting, they're all in the drum family. See, you hear them croaking? That's why they call them a croaker. And that sound is actually really awesome when you're using those things as bait for big snapper, big amberjack, redfish. Trout love them too, especially the size that I have here in my angle. So I'm waiting until I run out of shrimp to use him. Oh, you little feisty thing. Come here. See, light tackle fishing like this is fun too, where no matter what size it is, it still fights pretty hard. Oh, mangrove snapper. Well, that's a variety. Wow, look at its belly. Good gracious, that's got a full belly there. It's about to burst. Come here. Calm down, you. These things do have to be 12 inches here in Alabama. Look at that belly. They come back here and it's like a nursery for them, and then the big ones move offshore. So those things are very abundant because they can hide up on all this grass. It provides a great habitat for these fish. So we've caught redfish, small catfish, pinfish, mangrove snapper, and croaker. Yeah, and stingray. And immediate, I mean instant. Just as soon as you put a bait out there. Oh, that one feels a little better. Oh man, you know what that is, y'all? That's gonna be one of them big old hard heads. That's a big old hardhead catfish there. He's fat. Thankfully, that sucker came off because I didn't want to have to touch him. The saltwater catfish are edible. They're just not super desired. Oh, there just went a green heron. Those things live in the grass as well, feeding on little minnows. They don't get as big as a great blue heron, but they're still really cool. Oh, that little bit of shade right there, I can actually breathe. Ooh, that took it down pretty fast. Another little rat red. I don't know how many I've caught so far, I've lost count, but that is incredibly fun. I'm just glad I have one in the cooler so far before all these jokers eat all my shrimp up. There you go, man. That didn't take long. And then does a little head shake, and then comes in. Redfish, beautiful thing. I'm just glad they're healthy. I'm glad they're eating good. They have no lesions on them or nothing. These are healthy, healthy critters right here. Oh, he gone. Y'all, I love this old town. This is the Big Water Sportsman 132 PDL. And look, I can go fish the bay, I can fish the Gulf, and I can come fish all this tight little area. Maneuvers really well. So I'm gonna head back. I ran out of bait. Ooh, it's cold ice water. That's what you want. Check that out. What a pretty red. See how fresh it is? Look at the gills. See how red the gills are? Super fresh. The eyes are not faded at all. They're still nice color. That's what you want to look at. Even if you're buying fish in a fish market that's whole, look at these gills. If they have like no color, and if that eye is just super gray and faded, it's really not as fresh as it could be. So we are going to fillet this fish out. They have some scales you got to get through, and once you get through those scales, it's real easy. Just like that. And then they have like a zipper. So if you can find that zipper, see how kind of like going through the scales with the knife. I'm doing it slow motion just to show you. You open it up just like you would be undoing a zipper on your jacket or something. See? And now, once you get through those scales, look how pretty that nice redfish meat is. I'm gonna fillet that off their bones. Pull back, take your time. You don't have to be speedy on this. Try to your best not to miss anything. And then I like to come around here and go around this rib cage. See? Around and down. So you don't miss any of that. And then they have this spine that you got to go up and over on. Really easy. Just like that, and we have a nice redfish fillet. Now they do have an awesome collar that you can take out and fry whole. This whole piece right here, you'd cut that out just like you would for a red snapper. But other than that, you have this fillet that you'll pat dry, and you can leave the skin on and grill it. That's why they call it redfish on the half shell. I've done that before. Or you can fillet it off that skin, which I'll do here. Make sure you have no scales on your knife. Redfish are forgiving. They have a very thick skin. Speckled trout, you kind of want to use a thinner, much sharper knife to cut through, especially doing skinning. So just get it to where you can hold on to it. Pretty slippery. And just slide it right through. Now we have a nice redfish fillet. Skinless, boneless. That's gonna be delicious for our dinner, y'all. But I always love to show, and for myself especially, see what these fish are eating. So I like to see what's in their stomach if I can. And redfish, 99% of the time, will have little bitty blue crabs in there, and that's what this one has. See that? These little blue crabs, all crushed up in their shell. Look at that, digested and crushed up. And that's a lot of times where these redfish, which he's not lit up since he's been dead for a little bit, but a lot of times they'll have real lit up blue tails, and that's where they're getting that color from. Now redfish will eat almost anything. So they're opportunity eaters. They're very aggressive game fish. That's what makes them awesome. But one of the cooler things I found in redfish, it had 3 baby flounder, about that big. Had 3 of them in its stomach before. So like I said, they're opportunity eaters, but majority of the time, 99% of the time, there'll be a blue crab in there. And there's no doubt what that is. Look at that, that's a little bitty crab claw. Kind of helps you become a better fisherman, in my opinion. Then you can match the hatch and throw you a blue crab imitating bait, or toss a chunk of blue crab out, and you know that's what they're going to eat and probably enjoy. If you can't catch them then, they just aren't hungry. Yeah, gum, that light is bright. Y'all, it is obviously dark behind me. It got pretty late on me. But y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video, and all of the companies that we partner with are linked down below in the video description. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you haven't smashed that subscribe button, be a good time to do this at the end of this video. Channel's constantly growing. It's so amazing to see the growth. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So I do have some hats still. That's what I'm wearing, the Bama Saltwater Pompano hat. But I have a few still on BamaSaltwater.com. Y'all can go pick up as well. They're limited stock. But most importantly, I want to thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us. And we'll see you later.